Michael Jordan is widely considered to be one of the greatest basketball players of all time, and his impact on the game is still being felt today. During his career, he won 6 NBA championships, 5 NBA MVP awards, and 2 Olympic gold medals, among many other accolades. But what if Jordan's career had played out differently? What if he had not retired in 1993 and 1998 as he did in real life? This is a question that has fascinated basketball fans for years, and in this video, we're going to explore the top 5 scenarios that could have unfolded if Jordan had continued to play through the late 90s. Hey, welcome to Downward Dog, where we bring you the most mind-boggling scenarios. Subscribe now and join our community. We'll look at how his decision to retire impacted his team, his legacy, and the game of basketball as a whole. We'll also consider how different the NBA could have been if Jordan had continued to play, and we'll discuss some of the ways in which he could have continued to shape the sport for years to come. So without further ado, let's explore the top 5 scenarios that could have unfolded if Michael Jordan had not retired in 1993 and 1998. Scenario 1. The Bulls win 8 championships in a row. If Michael Jordan had stayed with the Bulls, it's likely that the team would have continued their dominance in the NBA. With Jordan leading the charge, the Bulls would have won a total of 8 championships in a row, surpassing the Boston Celtics record of winning 6 championships in 8 years. One of the reasons for this is that Jordan was at the peak of his powers during the 1993 season, and he would have continued to dominate the league in the following years. With Jordan on the team, the Bulls had the most dominant player in the league, and they were able to build a strong supporting cast around him. The Bulls were able to win 3 championships in a row from 1991 to 1993, and they would have continued to be a dominant force in the league. Another reason why the Bulls would have won 8 championships in a row is that Jordan had an incredible work ethic and a competitive drive that pushed his teammates to be the best they could be. With Jordan on the team, the Bulls would have continued to have a winning mentality and a culture of excellence. Scenario 2. Jordan versus Kobe. If Jordan had continued to play through the late 90s, he would have faced off against Kobe Bryant, who was just beginning his career. Fans have always wondered what it would have been like to see the two basketball legends compete against each other on the court. The matchup between Jordan and Kobe would have been one of the most highly anticipated games of all time. Jordan was known for his scoring ability and his defensive prowess, while Kobe was known for his offensive skills and his competitive drive. The two players had a lot in common, and they would have pushed each other to be the best they could be. One of the most interesting aspects of this matchup would have been the psychological battle between the two players. Both Jordan and Kobe were known for their mental toughness and their ability to get inside their opponent's head. It's possible that this matchup could have led to some of the most intense and dramatic games in NBA history. Scenario 3. The Bulls dynasty comes to an end. While it's likely that the Bulls would have continued their success with Jordan, there's always the chance that they could have hit a rough patch. Without Jordan, the Bulls may not have been able to maintain their dominance in the NBA, and the team's dynasty could have come to an end much earlier. One of the reasons why the Bulls dynasty could have come to an end is that Jordan was the glue that held the team together. Without him, the Bulls would have had to rely on other players to step up and take on a leadership role. While the Bulls had other talented players like Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman, it's possible that they would not have been able to fill Jordan's shoes. Another reason why the Bulls dynasty could have come to an end is that the team may have become complacent after winning so many championships in a row. Winning can sometimes lead to a sense of entitlement and a lack of motivation, and without Jordan to push them, the team may have struggled to maintain their edge over the competition. Scenario 4. Jordan's legacy is impacted. Another interesting scenario to consider is how Jordan's legacy would have been impacted if he had not retired. Jordan's 6 championships with the Bulls are a major part of his legacy, but if he had stayed in the league and won more championships, would his legacy have been even greater? One argument is that Jordan's legacy would have been tarnished if he had continued to play and not won as many championships. If the Bulls had hit a rough patch and struggled to win, or if Jordan had started to decline as a player, it's possible that his legacy would have taken a hit. On the other hand, if Jordan had continued to dominate the league and win more championships, his legacy would have been even more impressive. He would have solidified his status as the greatest basketball player of all time, and his name would have been even more synonymous with greatness. Scenario 5. Jordan's impact on the game. Finally, if Jordan had not retired, it's interesting to consider the impact he would have had on the game of basketball. Jordan was already a trailblazer in many ways, but if he had continued to play through the late 90s, he could have had an even greater impact on the game. One area where Jordan could have had a significant impact is in the evolution of the NBA. The league was changing rapidly in the 90s, with new rules and new styles of play emerging. Jordan was one of the players at the forefront of this change, and his continued presence in the league could have helped to shape the NBA into what it is today. Another area where Jordan could have had an impact is in the development of young players. Jordan was known for his work ethic and his commitment to excellence, and he could have served as a mentor to a new generation of players. His leadership and guidance could have helped to shape the careers of many young stars and helped to create a new generation of basketball legends. So there you have it, the top 5 scenarios that could have unfolded if Michael Jordan had not retired in 1993 and 1998. It's fascinating to think about how different the NBA could have been if Jordan had continued to play, and it's a testament to his greatness that his impact on the game is still being felt today. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to show your support by giving it a like and sharing it with others. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss upcoming videos. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video.